Welcome to Cleveland Coca-Cola's Pit Cup presentation. As you know, we are coming off a very successful performance improvement year in 2013, having won the Pit Cup. Being that we define success as progress, not perfection, I continue to challenge and empower everyone in our organization to seek out new opportunities, not only for Cleveland Coca-Cola, but for the entire beverage group. Last year, the Coca-Cola Company, the world's most iconic brand, did the unthinkable. They took the entire country by surprise, having 250 of the most popular names appear on millions of bottles of Coke. Why? To innovate and reconnect with teens and young adults with the Coca-Cola brand. Certainly continuous improvement. At the same time, Cleveland Coca-Cola's participation in the performance process improvement was at an all-time high in 2013. But like Coca-Cola, we can't stop there. We need to continue to make progress and build on our prior successes. As you will see, we created and executed a plan to keep momentum and excitement going into 2014 by engaging all employees to share not only a Coke, but an idea, an improvement, a safe start story, a rise story. Well, you get my drift. So please sit back and relax and listen to our teammates share with you our organization's achievements, process, and performance improvements.
The system that we had before was the Cool-Lift system. It's a small pallet that's on a cart system that pushes by your own power. We thought it'd be a lot more efficient and safer to use the electric pallet jack as the means of transport. It is the new pallet on the pallet jack is the same width as the electric pallet jack itself, so they can go right through doors, pretty much any size door, and it does all the lifting, the pushing and pulling for you. It's a lot safer, it's a lot more efficient, and much more effective.
What we're talking about is vent tubes change on 1 liter. The issue we had was the bottle change last year. They changed the bottle design, and the vent tubes were not filling properly. So we went and got parts out of the drawer, found some old vent tube parts, and fixed it. Got it to work and saved us a lot of money from not buying vent tubes.
The problem we were having in the warehouse in the plant was that the fact that we didn't have cleaning utensils and tools used for everybody on a daily basis. So what we did was we went to a color-coded cleaning utensil system for the whole plant. Each department had a different color and several cleaning stations mounted throughout the plant. So everybody knew what color cleaning utensils they needed to use in their department. It helped, benefited because it improved the cleaning throughout the plant. The tools were very accessible for all the employees, and they knew where they belonged. And so the guy after, whoever was cleaning, the guy after had the tools there ready to be used afterwards.
In past years, we've struggled at Walmart with our VPOs compared to our CCR counterparts. We brought in Jody from CCR to give us a lesson to speak Walmart language. After we learned the Walmart language, we took it to the field and executed. We were able to grow double digits in 2014.
In the syrup room, we had a two-person system to where we would have the first person set up the batch, the second person would verify the batch, and the first person would go back and make it. Now we went to a system with a one-person system with a handheld. The handheld benefited us by the time, could be done alone before production started. It eliminated human error, and it also helped with production starting on time.
Okay. We were experiencing difficulty with the 20-pack package as it grew into a feature package because our current clamp could not clamp those cases. So I talked with TiGuard and they developed a retro kit for our current clamp to give us the ability to clamp 20 packs. From that, we gained a safety element of not having to hand throw those cases. We gained productivity, and the crew morale improved a lot from not having to hand build those pallets.
The cold drink department was experiencing gaps in achieving our annual pricing plan. I developed 4 price buckets that allowed us to move all non-contractual customers into price plans based on their product availability as well as their outlet execution. The cold drink department, after implemented, we were able to increase our volume, our annual prices, as well as our outlet execution.
Integrated Security informed us that we needed to upgrade our communication board at a cost to us of $3,000. Upon calling them back and negotiating with them, not only was I able to save the installation cost of the new communication board, we also renegotiated our 5-year contract at an estimated savings of over $12,000 for the next 5 years.
Putting money into that palletizer, we took the money we were going to put into that palletizer, put it into the other palletizer, and got rid of that palletizer, is pretty much the gist of it. We took all the money, the R&M money that we were going to put into the 6-pack palletizer and put it into the 12-pack palletizer with a little bit of programming changes. Now we can run all 3 packages on just the 12-pack palletizer instead of the 6-pack palletizer.
One of the things we came up with this year was giving the salesmen, testing on the salesmen tablets. Because in the past, what we've done is if salesmen want to know information about a particular account, they call their supervisor, the supervisor will pull up margin minor information, print it out for them, either run it to them themselves or put it in their mailbox. The next time the salesman was at the plant, would grab it and then take it out to the customer. Sometimes it would be 2 days, 3 days later, and that information was a little bit older now. Giving the salesman tablets allows them to pull up margin minor in the trade and give real-time information to that particular customer, which saves time, saves energy, keeps the good customer service going.
Okay, it would take production longer to get started in the morning time. So my idea was to, after each production run, was to set the line up for the next day. And that way we started to get out more cases per hour.
I was out in the hallway and I seen somebody had one of them heart magnets, share a Coke, and said, hey, I think that'd be pretty cool. I said, they're gonna give it to all the employees. And they said, no, just the salesman and that. And I said, you know, hey, I think it'd be cool if you give it to all the employees and then put it on a car and even the customers out there.
I'm here to talk about the breakage issue in Cleveland. We have a problem across Abarta and we've done some things in Cleveland to try to correct it. We used the process improvement that we learned from Mandy and started a breakage committee to address it, and we had some limited success with what we've done in our new process. For instance, we've reduced sales breakage by 15%. We still have a long way to go, but we are headed in the right direction.
In the past, we have pulled pallets of high cones from ITW, which was costly for us to have on the floor, as well as paying $155 a pallet for free. We currently now pull them from Twinsburg, which is closer in distance, as well as gives us an opportunity to order less to keep less on the floor for damage.
In the beginning of calendar year 2014, Cleveland Coca-Cola changed up salesman combinations and salesman designated areas. The great benefit from it was having different eyes and ideas in different areas where guys weren't as over familiar with their area anymore and trying to see things a little differently than the last salesman. And the territory managers were all allotted a lot more time to actually be out in the field and in stores, so they as well could get a lot different point of view in stores and actually see the things that you're talking to them about weekly.
All right, we've moved our unleaded car fleets to off-site filling stations, which enabled additional on-site diesel storage on our tanks, which gave us more buying power, which also the benefits of that was more leverage in diesel fuel pricing, more leverage in as far as the salesman not having to drive in off-site to waste mileage coming in, the productivity raised from there, and we have had less usage on our gas cards from previous coming on site.
So last year we had a cold drink department restructure, and the idea behind that was two things. We wanted to standardize how we went to market as far as sales practices and capturing sales opportunities, and we also wanted to be able to visit certain Telcel accounts and see if we can maybe grow that business as well. So now that we have a supervisor, we have 5 OPAMs, and we're able to capture those sales, more face time with our customers, as well as get an idea of what's happening in our Telcel accounts too, as far as how's the cooler look.
Cleveland Coca-Cola offered me the chance to take the Advanced Managers Training course at Dale Carnegie. And I thought it was an outstanding class over a 12-week period. And while taking the class at Dale Carnegie, I was voted the most outstanding student and received the highest achievement award there. And being that it helped me in my day-to-day operations, so I was absolutely proud and happy in taking the class.
You know, being a tow motor driver, and I've been driving here for a number of years, and it's always a problem if you get going in one direction, taking off product, and someone coming around a corner, and that just doesn't catch you. I think these vests were a great idea, even though you see them out on the streets with utility workers and so on, but for the company to think of safety as far as implementing it in the plant, I think that was a great idea.
In the spirit of ABG 21, our goal was to align the Barta Beverage Group with Penske, the industry leader in servicing fleet vehicles. Joining together allowed us to leverage all ABG entities to optimize a 5-year service and cost agreement. We were able to negotiate fixed, no inflation labor and PM rates for 24 months, reduced parts costs, and extended payment terms. Having Penske as our partner will give us safer, better maintained vehicles that will enable ABG to meet the delivery needs of our customers.
In years past, each Abarta division was developing their own revenue plan. This created a lot of inconsistencies, especially for decision making. For instance, some divisions would plan by chain down to the package level, while other divisions would plan by market down to the brand level. In the spirit of ABG 21, we coordinated our efforts and worked with each Abarta beverage division to develop one consistently aligned revenue plan. This new planning process now generates the same information for better analytics, reporting, and decision making.